Almost, yeah. Boom.
Oh my fucking! It keeps muting myself. Oh
And then
no! How long? How far have I been muted? Unprofessional, dude. Unprofessional.
yeah, professional.
But here we are.
Um,
We're back. But yeah.
and then like that scene where he said, "There's only one way you can get my power." Like, what's
Oh
that?
yeah. Eat
Eat
this.
it. Eat it.
Well, I forgot what season it was. I think it was either 3 or early 4 when All Might was talking to Midoriya and he's like, "You remember what's the first thing I told you about after you get your powers?" Then he just
Eat it.
yeah, right there. Like he transformed into his face and everything. Eat it. I was like, "Oh, that is so
Um,
good. That is a good delivery. That was a good little joke, like comedic timing right
yeah.
there."
I think season one, like the funnier and like upbeat moments were a lot better than in season four. I would
Yeah.
definitely say that.
Okay. I guess another thing I didn't like about season one is how Midoriya always breaks his arms. You know, in season three, sure he broke his arms like every now and then, but season four he barely, you know, he knows how to control it better. You know, he's not too he doesn't rush into battle. He's calculating now. He's trying to see how much power he needs to exert. But in season one, he literally goes full force, you know, and every episode he has a flappy arm. You know, he's like
Yeah.
that's what I kind of didn't like, but I like
Mm.
the development of his ability to control all one for all was worth the wait,
Oh
in my
yeah.
opinion. But yeah, all right, those are the goods. How about the bad?
Oh boy.
Let's hear it again. I know we, like I said
Okay.
earlier, we got into a heated discussion last time we talked about it. Um, but yeah, let's hear it again.
Okay. I wouldn't say it was a heated discussion.
It was close.
No, it was barely smoldering. We
I
were.
I was getting flustered towards the end because, like I said, season four was is one of my favorite seasons, and My
uh,
Hero is my favorite anime. So that was, I kind of took that personally, you know,
oh.
like one time my buddy said Goku can beat Superman. I was like, oh, okay, okay, listen here, you little shit. You know, I was super defensive, and but now, like I said, I've calmed down.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. We
What do
should
you
have
mean?
done.
Just start going off. But yeah,
We should have done this on like St. Patty's Day where we had like drinks, man. Shit.
I mean, when
Nah,
it's
nah.
I was about to say we could, but I mean, we could have like a different discussion sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. It's all good. It's all good.
We can do
Anyway,
it. Yeah, we can. I'll tell you about the details later on. I think I have a plan. I think I have an idea.
okay. So back to the stuff I don't
Yeah,
like.
the bad My Hero Academia.
So they built up this villain.
Hmm.
They built up the big three, like the top three students.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Well,
know, there were
was it top three? I thought it was just like here's the upperclassmen and here's the top three of them. You know, I
no.
didn't.
Those were like
The top
the
three of the
Sanu.
school, right?
Yeah, those were
Okay,
like the best of the best.
the best of the best. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was just like here's the top three of the upperclassmen or something like that. Okay, I forgot the
and
split.
and it just I felt like there was not enough payoff during that whole arc. You know, um, I thought it was that arc. I know like Midoriya was like part of it and he's like the main character, but I thought that arc was really going to focus on Lemillion versus what's his name?
Overhaul. I forgot
overall.
his name. I forgot his
Yeah,
character name. I just
yeah,
remember overhaul.
yeah. I thought it was going to be
Overhaul.
between them. I thought he was going to be that was going to be his arch nemesis. You know.
But he's not the main character.
I know. But like
Technically, yeah.
it would have been interesting because in the beginning of season 4, they built him up. They built him up by saying like, what's his name? Night Eye? Yeah, Night Eye.
Yeah, Night Eye.
Night Eye was
Sir
like
Night Eye.
he like, he was supposed to get, um, one for all,
No,
not
Night
you.
Eye wanted Lemillion.
No, they both, like, at one point, Lemillion and All Might I mean, not
I think I
Lemillion.
might have to
Ni
rewatch this now.
Yeah,
Because
Night Eye.
I didn't. I thought it was just Night Eye who wants Lemillion. But
No,
oh
no,
no, I thought. Okay, I thought it was All Might who didn't want to pass it on just yet.
no, he like, yeah, that too, but,
Oh,
like, it
okay.
was it was Lemillion and I mean, god damn it, it was Night Eye. It was Night Eye and All Might
Cyborg. Okay.
agreeing at one point where Lemillion was supposed to,
Oh
like, get
yeah. Okay.
their
Okay.
one for all.
Yeah, like I said, I
But
need to
then, like,
rewatch
All
this.
Might ran into, Midoriya at that
Mhm.
moment, right?
Mhm.
And he decided to give it to Midoriya instead.
Okay.
So you're talking about somebody that had the potential to be, like, the next symbol of peace. But then you really don't give him the spotlight, you know? You really don't show why these 3 students were the top 3, you know? I really didn't feel that. Like, going back to a different anime, like Naruto, who had, like, the big 3, the Sannin, right? You saw why Orochimaru was powerful. You saw why Jiraiya was powerful. You saw why Tsunade was even powerful, why they were called the big 3. In this one, it didn't show. Like, yeah, the guy who ate stuff
They showed
kinda, like
Lemillion the most, I would say. Out of the
yeah,
three, I agree with that, but I would say the only thing that's different is like the spotlight was just on Lemillion. Sure, the guy, the squid, I don't know what his name, the one who eats
Sun
squid,
Eater. Sun Eater.
Sun Eater.
Yeah.
Cool name, but yeah, he got like an episode. The chick barely got an episode.
Yeah, she was barely there.
Yeah, she
And
was
then
more on
yeah,
the outside of the fight, mostly anyway.
and yeah, like, Lemillion may have got the most spotlight out of all those 3, but I felt like it didn't really highlight what were his qualities. Like, yeah, he wants to be like a hero and he'll do nothing. He'll stop at nothing to like save people, but that's like everybody, you
No,
know. There was
but if you recall, Stain's argument about heroes is that they're out for glory rather than actual heroic stuff. Now, put that idea to Lemillion, you will see that there's an opposite. He's an opposite. He doesn't care about the glory. He just wants to save his name 1 million, at least 1 million people, and I think that's a pretty cool uh, change in ideology in between Stain and Lemillion's characters. You know,
but you can say that for like almost every character in the show. Like, I
that's
guess like
true.
you can't really say that about Bakugo because he just wants to be
He's just angry.
strong.
He's
Yeah,
just so hungry. He just wants to fight. He'll
like to
fight
some
everyone if he can.
yeah, but like to some certain extent, like everybody that wants to be a hero wants to
That's true.
save people,
That's true. I
you
guess.
know.
Yeah,
But
that's what was broadcasted with the kids in UA. That's right. Yeah.
yeah, and then when it got to the final fight, I thought it was just going to be a fight between Vermilion and Overhaul. You know,
Yeah, they
it
kind
was
of cucked him and gave it to Midoriya instead.
yeah, and like
I
it
don't
was
mind about Midoriya, but I see your point. I
it,
think
it was
Lemillion could have been. I think
yeah,
overall should have been Lemillion's arch nemesis.
yeah. It would have been nice that like everybody was focused on maybe like the two groups that have like a hero and an enemy, right? Or
Hmm.
villain, right? It's All Might and
All for one.
All for One, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's Deku,
The
Midoriya, and possibly
whoever the guy with the hands all over his.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
forget.
even know his name.
I was like, Shigaraki? Yeah, Shigaraki. Yeah. Shigaraki is his name. Yeah. Yeah, that's his
And
name. But I don't know what's his villain name. I guess.
and
All I know his name is Shigaraki.
he's getting kind of annoying now. Like you're doing nothing, man.
He just has his hand on his shoulder.
Yeah,
Hey, Midoriya. Super
super emo.
chain cigarette smoker, chain
Yeah,
smoker, bad guy.
and
I liked him in
that's
season
the
three. Oh no, season two. Oh, is this no
that
season one? Season one was pretty cool.
and that's the only two that like stand out within this entire show. I thought it'd be nice to get a third one
I mean,
between Lemillion and
he,
Overhaul.
I was about to say Shigaraki barely showed up.
Yeah,
He showed up for like here and there. I guess they're building him up for season five
yeah.
or something because season five. I'm not sure if you've seen the post credit, right?
I seen the
The
post credit. It was an
where
interesting dream.
yeah, the dream,
Yeah,
Midoriya's dream.
yeah.
I thought that was a. I think there. I mean, sure, that's pretty much the tease for season five, but I think Shigaraki is gonna play a bigger role in that season compared to this past season. You know.
I feel like each hero, no matter how big or how small their role is, they should have their own arch enemy, you know? They should have their own personal villain. Because when I think about like the heroes, you go back to Marvel and DC, right? Each hero, no matter how big or how small, they have their own arch enemy, which makes the story interesting.
Fun fact: Daredevil doesn't have a direct like. Everyone will say that Kingpin is his
Hmm.
main rival,
Hmm.
but Kingpin never originated in Daredevil comics. He
It was
originated
in
in
Spider
Spider
Man.
Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, even though he is Daredevil's arch enemy,
Hmm.
Bullseye is his arch enemy because he technically killed his girlfriend. But yeah, anyway, back to anime. This is not a comic review.
Yeah. So that's one thing. And
Superhero
like going
comic.
back to Endeavor, that fight was awesome.
I think
But
it's been overdue. We've
yeah,
always known he's a number two guy,
yeah,
but why does he deserve to be number one? That was
yeah.
a pretty good episode in my opinion. It
It
showed
was
that
nice.
he deserves it.
It was nice to see that like all his talk was like backed up and why
Yeah,
he was number two to All Might's number one. But then again, I go to back to the idea of he should have had his own arch enemy.
I think they're about to introduce that. No,
Yeah,
the Nomu was just like, here's what
a
we
test.
have in plan, like what we have in stored for season five. Here's a
Yeah,
tease, but we're not gonna tell you everything yet.
and like the second half of that season was just I felt like it was filler,
Yeah, it was straight up filler, dude. It's just
filler.
there's no doubt. Even like I loved it, and I thought it was just like when it first started in, I was just like, the season's over, the rest is filler.
Yeah.
Because the
Um.
fight between Gento and Midoriya is literally the same uh, philosophy as Stain versus the Todoroki, Iota,
Mhm.
and Deku, or
Mhm.
All Might versus All for One. It's the same idea
Yeah.
rehashed, but and told different story, retold different in a different way. But yeah,
So yeah, to wrap all like the complaints, I guess, or like thinking about what I just said, there was a lot of build up based off the end of season three.
that's true. With
Uh,
Lemillion especially.
I was very disappointed with Lemillion and overall as characters. I thought there would be more. Maybe in later seasons there will be more because we know there's a chance that what's her name? What's the little girl's name?
Eri. I'm pretty sure
Ari.
Overhaul is dead. I'm pretty sure Shigaraki killed him at that when he
No, he just cut off his hands.
no, but his power is decay. And it doesn't stop until there's nothing to be decayed from.
And then if it doesn't
I
show on
I,
screen, he then die.
I mean it's a very childish of a show. I don't think unlike Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer, I don't think they're gonna do that on
Nah, they should
stream.
do it. Oh, they did. They did before.
With who?
Did they kill somebody?
No, they never killed
Pretty sure
anyone.
they did. They
They
killed
nearly
someone.
killed Aizawa in season one, but they didn't went with it because Aizawa is a pretty badass character. He's like Levi, but less emo, I guess. More
Okay,
tired,
well, I feel like a
less
character like
energetic.
Overhaul, there's more to it.
hmm
There could be more to it. There could be more build to it.
I thought he was
I
gonna be
think.
a full season villain. I mean, I
Yeah.
was satisfied, but yeah, I can see why you're unsatisfied with uh, the amount, the spotlight that he got.
His backstory is kind of.
I don't
Eh.
like my boss's idea. I'm
It's
gonna
like,
put him down.
yeah, it's like, okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah, and
Uh,
the only way I can do is if I take off my gloves and if I make skin contact. And only my hands, not my, not my forearm or any other place of my body. Just my hands. If I touch you, I can rearrange your molecules.
that was pretty interesting
I
where
like his powers though. I like his
he
powers.
broke down his like his subordinates body
hmm
and he fused
That
it with
was yeah.
together.
That was
That was pretty
pretty.
cool.
I would say gory, but
hmm
without the blood. I guess
hmm
that makes sense. But yeah.
Um.
Here's my question.
So.
Oh yeah. Finish
Uh.
up.
Um. So yeah, Lemillion. It could have been better.
Overall, could have been better.
Overall, could have been better. You could have done something better with that second half of the season.
They probably
Uh.
didn't want to start the next arc
Yeah.
right off the bat because it's probably like this might be a full season potential, like potential for a full season. Let's milk it like that.
Dude,
But
you know what episode was a really struggle though?
which one?
When Bakugo and Todoroki and like those two other students had to take like some exam because they missed it.
Oh, the one with the kids.
Yeah, the one with the kids, that
Yes,
was such a
yes.
struggle. I was like,
The only
dude.
reason why I watched that episode was Cammy.
Yeah, I understand.
Taylor, these are high schoolers. We're gonna get canceled now.
No, we didn't say anything.
That's true. I'll edit it out. Just kidding. I'm not. All here. But anyway, here's my question to you.
What's up?
Um, in the current, I won't say current generation, in the future generations of heroes. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna reword that. Out of the current class of UA, the one that we're exposed of, who would you say would be the top three?
I mean, it's kind of obvious, don't you think?
Who would you say is top one then?
I mean,
I mean, I might have a different answer than you. Like my top three might be different from you.
honestly, I think it might be Todoroki.
Todoroki number one. Okay.
Todoroki number one.
Number two.
And number two, number three, I'm not sure. I think number two, I'm going to have to give it to Midoriya.
Okay. Okay,
And
that one
Bakugo is
I
going to
can
be
agree with
three.
that one. Mine is the same three people,
Mm.
but Bakugo and Todoroki swap.
You think Bakugo is going to be number one?
Yes.
Bullshit.
They cut. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
Midoriya is like All Might in a way. He will
Mhm.
do anything to give them hope and such. But people change over time. Let's. I'm gonna compare this to wrestling because I start rewatching some clips from current wrestling. But anyway, in wrestling, people like someone who is good at the mic, who is loud, and who has confidence. Midoriya is not good at the mic. Um, he has he's I won't say he's not confident, but Bakugo's confidence is over like it's on top, like conquering Midoriya's confidence. It's like
Mm.
Midoriya wouldn't want to be on the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a baby face, and then which is a good guy in wrestling terms, and then Bakugo is a heel that is also a face. So pretty much like a bad guy that became like a good guy because
So
everyone
like
just loves
Edge
him.
or Chris Jericho.
Um, no, because I want to say Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
You know how
Okay,
like
yeah, that's a better
yeah,
choice.
there
Yeah.
you go, yeah. So I was about to say, if you remember how he was written, he was always the guy who's picking up fights. He kicking people's heads off. Doing what a heel would do. But later on, he became like a face, but still does the same things he does when he was a heel. So I feel like that's the same case with Bakugo. Like sure he might come off like as this bad guy. I won't say bad guy, but more like this good guy with a hot head. But I feel like over time, people will warm up to that and will appreciate his mic skills or his presence. They will respect him for that, and he will be put number one. And plus, All Might has the same powers as Midoriya, and he was number one. I feel like Midoriya should be number two with the One for All. It shows that um, you don't need to be like you can still be in your like in a way be the number one hero while also being the number two hero. If you catch
Mhm.
my drift there.
So you mean to tell me like you can still be? I think a better way to put this is like you can be the symbol of peace while still being
Oh
the
yeah,
number
yeah, yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There we
Yeah.
go. I don't know why I didn't think of symbol of peace, but yeah, he could be the symbol of peace uh, while Bakugo can be the symbol of the good like heroes. I guess I don't know, but we'll see. You might be right. I like that. I never really thought about Todoroki being number one because
Hmm.
he also fits. You know, like he is calm. He doesn't have the mic skills, but he has the presence, and people like that.
Hmm.
His dad is already a hero. Number two hero. Then now is number one hero. So he has that shadow behind, like something on him. I guess the legacy is now passed down on him. But then again, that's why I think he's gonna be like a number three hero, just
Hmm.
because people will see it was his dad um, jump started his stuff.
Hmm.
And then of course he works on his way. But Midoriya and Bakugo, neither of their parents were heroes. They started from scratch. They learned how to control their powers alone, I guess. Well, Bakugo, I mean, Midoriya got All Might, but still. But yeah, yeah, that your ranking is actually pretty interesting. Number one, Todoroki. I like that idea. Like I said, never really thought of it before. Um,
Maybe like what you say about the mic skills, like
yeah,
a presence.
presence, charisma.
I never thought about that. That's a very interesting point. But I feel like both All Might and Endeavor have a presence, right?
Hmm.
However, with All Might,
He has
it's
the mic
more of
skills.
a it's more of a approachable presence.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in the ending of in one of the during the kids uh filler with
Yeah.
Todoroki and the exam,
The one
Endeavor
kid.
did say that he wants to be the person that Todoroki would want to cheer for because
Yeah.
and then in the end with Hawks, he was like, "Sure, everyone loves All Might. I love All Might, but I see you always behind it, picking up, continuing the work, still not giving up. I see your hard work and your personality and your attitude, and I respect you for that. That's why
Yeah.
you're my favorite hero and such." And I thought that was great. That was a cool little break from the fight. Just like, okay, I see um, why Endeavor deserves to be number one.
And I think I think number one, the idea of people's number one is going to change
Mm-hmm.
because maybe people don't want an All Might character as number one, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Because remember when during the kids episode, actually that kids episode was pretty important.
Right, right.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be. It could be. That is
Because
very.
they were asking a lot of questions, like
Mm-hmm.
Endeavor was asking All Might, so what how do you become the symbol of
Oh
peace?
yeah, that's right. When we were watching over the exam, that's right.
Yeah. And then All Might was even like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
And
an important episode,
yeah,
Taylor. You should. Just kidding.
maybe
You
I'll take
probably.
back the lower part.
You can skip the concert. No one cares about
Uh,
that one except me. I actually have
uh,
the song on my Spotify. I listen to it every now and then.
d- okay,
It's a
and
cat. I
then
hated it at first, but now it's like catchy. I was like, fuck it. It's a catchy song.
and then like I started thinking about it like, huh, what really is the symbol of peace? Is it always going to be like this cheerful, optimistic All Might character? Or is it going to depend on the environment
Yeah,
that
it depends on the situation, because
yeah,
for me, what All Might gives is hope. Like
yeah.
he is based off of Golden Age Superman, and Superman has always been the symbol of inspiration and hope.
Mhm.
You know, like the best of humanity into a single person, and yeah, like he's like he smiles whenever he saves people. He
Mhm.
doesn't he doesn't waver. He stands up even though he has already fallen. And it's like it just shows that as long as you hope, peace
And
will
and
be
are they
here.
and are they gonna
Marshall
like and
Tucker.
they talk about in the background like the crime rate is going up, right?
Oh yeah, because
Are
of the
they
lack of All Might.
yeah, are they going to want somebody who's more of a justice type figure, you know, like
Hmm.
a Batman or darker like
Like angry. I won't say
yeah,
darker, but more like a angry. Not angry, but on that side, angrier hero, like broody, brooding. I won't say emotional, because even though they
yeah, like
technically are, they're not showing other emotions, I guess.
like very stoic and
Stoic.
straight to the
There you
point.
go. Thank you
Yeah.
for giving me the word.
Yeah.
I know English, guys.
Um,
I know words.
so I think
Oh yeah, by the way, we're like 45 minutes in, and we're still on My Hero Academia. I have like two other shows to talk about.
that's okay.
No,
I
it's
mean,
okay.
yeah.
We can go more than an hour. I don't care. We're gonna go Joe Rogan in this shit. He
Did
went 3 hours one time, so we're gonna go 3 hours if we have to. Just kidding. I have work in the morning.
yeah. And like okay, maybe the last thought on the My Hero series, like going so yeah, that's a very interesting question. Who out of those three because
I didn't say out of the three, but those were the top three that we both
yeah,
have in mind.
who's going to be like number one and what depends on number one because I still don't know who
Or
or
what should be hit
what
symbol of
factors
peace.
like yeah, or what factors depend on who's number 1, who's number 2, and who's number 3,
Exactly.
you
Like right
know?
now, Hawks. He was an unknown prior
Yeah.
season 4, and then all of a sudden he's a number 2 hero. I'm just like, who?
Who?
Like they had Kamui Woods, Mount Lady.
Mhm.
They had the Dragon Chick, which I thought her transformation is badass.
She looked like Blue Eyes White Dragon, bro.
She was a fucking dragon. How can you say no to that character? The rabbit,
Um, Orca?
is that her name?
No, the killer
Oh, the
whale guy.
killer whale. I thought it was
I keep
already.
remembering that episode.
It's the last episode though. That's the finale.
No, that's not the last
Yes,
episode.
yes, it is. The when they were ranking.
The killer No, I was just thinking about the killer whale.
Oh, because he was on he was one of the top 10, I think. I think they had a fridge for a top 10 as well. I don't remember. The string guy was cool. I think it was like string shot or something like that.
Mm.
He was pretty cool. Yeah, but yeah, I liked our choices. All Might. I had Bakugo as number one. You had Todoroki as number one. Our number twos are the same, and our one and three are like swap.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think
But we
this
don't know
point,
what's the idea of Simple Feast
yeah,
until maybe season five. Pom 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 pom.
I think season 5 will be very
I hope it's just like very
redeeming.
centric to
Yeah,
the one for all for one, Shigaraki and All Might. I just want
yeah,
it to be just them. Um, yeah,
yeah. Just focus on that, please.
yeah.
Thank you.
So, all right, enough of My Hero because we're like almost 50 minutes in. Uh, I'm surprised we've gone this long of just talking to like one or two topics.
Because it's
Studio
really
Ghibli
good
and My
show.
Hero. Yeah, I like.
It's a really good show.
Yeah, it's
It
just
just
like
had
season
one
four.
disappointing season.
Season 3.5 was great.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that is. It's season 3.5. It's not season 4.
Yeah, the next season is season 4. Did you see the movie though? And the extra episode, there was an actual filler episode on that one. But the movie was nice. I like the first.
When he went back to America or something.
No, no, no. The second episode was when they. Oh wait, are you talking about the?
You're talking about a movie, right?
Yeah, there were two movies. The first one's Hero Rising. The second one's Two Heroes. Oh wait,
I didn't see the second movie yet. Didn't see the second movie yet.
so you haven't seen Two Heroes? Or was it Heroes Rising? I don't remember now.
No,
I think it's Heroes Rising. It's the second one.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. Story wise, I think it was, or action wise, it was a lot better than the first one. But I
Mhm.
just like the final fight from the first one because it's a mentor versus and a mentee fight.
Oh yeah.
Their team, mentor mentee team up. I like that. Whereas this one is just like rifle and rifle teaming up.
When they did like the double Detroit smash.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
awesome.
dude, I loved. Bless that whoever composed My Hero Academia soundtrack. You're a god. You're
Oh
like
yeah,
god tier.
dude.
S
The
tier then god tier.
soundtrack in My Hero Academia is probably one of the best.
hmm I love that song. That every time, like that when I used to work out, the year last year,
Before COVID.
yeah, before COVID, I would always pump the song whenever I do like weight training, or lifting weights, or like when it comes to arms, I'll be like, yeah, pump this shit up. That's my
Great,
go-to song.
great songs.
Great
Great.
song, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so ending it there.
Okay.
I will ask you a question after this
Okay.
though. In regards of My Hero, it's kind of not for not for this podcast anymore. Anyway, um, we're on to the show I like, but you like, but season 4 wasn't your forte. We're going to a show that you liked, but I feel like it needed more. Like I needed more reference to find it one of the best. Like Demon
Mm.
Slayer.
Oh,
We're going Demon Slayer now. Yes,
I like is an understatement.
yeah, I
I
know.
love.
I wasn't sure how much you love it, so I was like, what, I'll just put the like. I'll sprinkle the like. But for me, I feel like I liked it as well, but not as much as a lot of people because, like I said, I don't have like we've only had a glimpse of Zenitsu's powers. We've only like we just had a one massive fight with all powers unleashed, like where they have to were forced to use their special abilities, I guess. Once I feel like the more we see that, the more in season 2, and hopefully whenever Infinity Train comes out, whenever that movie comes out, I hope that we get to see more of that, so that I can finally give like my honest review, or like my full honest review, because at this moment, I like Demon Slayer, but I don't think it's one of the best.
I think it's one of the best animes ever made.
Okay, why is that?
Okay. Well,
Nezuko. I don't know why, but
where do I start? Where do I start? First off, the animation, how it's drawn, it's just beautiful.
Mhm.
Like the way they incorporate the elements, like all the water and like the lightning, the fire, is
They
just
just
so
need
it
to
just
introduce
blends
wind,
well. Yeah,
and
it
it's all
blends so
Naruto all
well.
over again.
God.
I actually heard. I had a friend who read the manga, and he said that it's somewhat turned into a Naruto.
Ah, shit.
But we'll see.
Okay.
We
As long
we
as
want
it,
the journey. We don't care about the end. We want the journey.
as
That's
long
why a
as they
lot of
don't
people love
fill
One Piece.
as long as they don't fill up the show with fillers, I'm
I
fine.
I feel like with anime nowadays, My Hero Sure season 4 second half was pretty much a filler. Um, I feel like they really do try to like not give out filler unless it's really necessary. Like,
Okay,
oh,
if
they're behind on like artwork and just need or on like waiting on the future stories to finally finish up. Okay, we'll throw in this one or two episode of just filler.
if hmm, if you put an arc that's like very well written out and it doesn't have really anything to do with the main story, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that. But like just don't keep putting out episodes that diverge us from what's the main
The main,
situation.
yeah, okay. So like
Yeah.
Naruto, Shippuden.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this
Um
arc, but let me tell you my deep, darkest backstory. That includes another person that you're gonna get a backstory for as well.
that takes 3 whole episodes.
No, dude. Naruto has way more than 400 episodes. There's no way there's that many arcs. One arc is like 50 episodes,
Correct. Anyway,
actually.
okay, going back to Demon
But
Slayer.
yeah, back to Demon Slayer.
So the way they draw the elements are beautifully drawn. The characters
I do like that, yeah.
are well drawn. Story is very good so far. I like it. Um, I'm a big fan of samurai swords.
I guess the only thing that threw me back is like mostly every demon that Tanjiro, Nezuko, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. I'm surprised I remember their names. All fought. All of their motives are like the same thing, on like why they became a demon. You know,
They had like a tragic backstory.
yeah, like that. They just want to be loved, but they were rejected of that love. It doesn't matter if it's a lover or a family, whatnot. It's all sorts of. They didn't have the idea of love implemented into them. I guess that's why
I
they're.
kind of I kind of liked it because it added like that element of not sympathizing. I guess a little bit of sympathizing, but like it added more of a complex feature to like the villains.
Hmm, I guess.
I kind of like it. What else can I say? I know they incorporated like 3D animation into it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I did notice it, but then
I
it
definitely did not notice it. Maybe
oh
during the big fight with that spider guy. Maybe I don't know.
nah, not that one. I didn't see any 3D.
I was talking about like the element things in the background.
Yeah,
Like the
I didn't
fire.
see any.
Okay.
I didn't see any 3D.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that one was like just hand drawn.
Okay.
Um, Characters are not good. Zenitsu, dude. That
Punk ass
guy
little
has
bitch. That's for sure.
no, bro. That guy
Only
is
when he's on the verge of falling asleep, that's when he
dude,
becomes a badass.
he
If he
is a
can learn
top.
more than one form in season 2, I would say he's the badass because I like
No,
lightning.
no. All he needs is one move. That's it, and he's mastered it to the point where it's flawless.
Just watch, he's gonna fight an enemy who can counter that move. Because
And
how
then he
and
learns
that's
the second
only move
form.
he can do, and he's gonna lose terribly against him or against that demon.
Then he's gonna learn the second form, and it's gonna be
Precisely.
flawless.
That's what I mean. Like, I just hope they give him more forms to master or to learn, so that he has a more uh, variation in his art fight style.
I
I'm
I kind of
I'm gonna make this little analogy back to wrestling. Goldberg, Hall of Famer, everyone loves him, but there are certain people who will point out he only does the same 3 moves. 2 of those are his finishers. So he's gonna do a spine buster, I most likely. Then it will lead into a spear, and then after that spear, it was his finisher, the jackhammer. That's how it always goes. That's why everyone thinks he's not that good of a wrestler, and he's also insane. But that's another thing. So I feel like with Zenitsu, you know, that one form, as good as that is, it's gonna get boring unless they
I,
give him like some sort of variation. Don't have him do this. Sure, it's fine if he uses the same form, but add something little different. Like give him the creativity. Like let him decide. Like let him learn like different forms with that one form as the baseline. Like here like building Gundams. I like this part. What if I put this part on this part? Pretty much customizes his move set a little bit, tweak it a little bit. I would say give him like some sort of like creativity slash variation in him, and I'll feel like he'll be a badass character. Because at the moment he's like just a simp.
I agree what you're saying about his moves
Mm-hmm.
and him being a simp, but
No
let
one
me
can
point
doubt that.
let me point out something else. Like when he was fighting like one of the spider people, he did added a variation to that one move. He increased it like the power by
No,
tenfold.
I don't care about the how powerful it is. If it's the same move and he does the same stance, the same form and everything, it's gonna get boring. Give him like a different, like you can use the same form, same stance, but add like not 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 statistically, but just add something physically. Add like a different color of the lightning, so it shows that it's a variation of the lightning attack that he's always doing, or or some sort of very physical variation, not really statistically.
But
I
I think you can get those like that satisfaction of um satisfaction of a variety of attacks from looking how Tanjiro fights, you
Tanjiro
know?
just does the same thing. He does the water move.
No, no, now he knows
N-
fire moves.
Well, yeah,
No, he knows 8 different form I think it was 8?
yeah.
It was
See,
8 or 12 different forms of the water
yeah,
style.
but
Now he's
compared
gonna learn
to,
how the fire moves.
but
So he's
I'm not
adding
saying
variety.
I'm not saying to do the same thing. I'm saying is that let Zenetsu make his own forms using the only form he knows how to use.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I know what you're
Like
saying.
a customize it. Not really. It doesn't matter. Like sure, Tanjiro has like 8 moves, eight stances or forms, whatever they call it. But Zenitsu, like at the moment, Tanjiro is the well, Inosuke is the badass, but only because he has a pig head and he headbutts people. But overall, Tanjiro is badass because he can evaluate. Okay, this form doesn't work on this guy, so let's change it up. But for Zenitsu, there will be a demon where that move will not work. So him giving him the ability to change up his style while still using that one form that he knows how to use. I feel like um, it will give more to the character as a whole. He can show that he understand understands understands the form completely. He knows where the weaknesses, where the flaws of it. He knows how to handle it best. Like it shows his mastery over the skills,
But
the form he has.
I
But
think
and he can control it more, because at right now he has to be like either passed out in order to do it, or on the brink of death. You know, so that's just my 2 cents with Zenitsu and why I think he's such a bitch.
but I think I would I would disagree with you on that part because what you're listing is what makes him such a badass. Like when he's awake, he's this crying little bitch. But when he's asleep, he just turns into this god of like a swordsman. And
Of
he
one
already
move.
has yeah, but he that's what makes him so badass. When you look at Inosuke and Tanjiro, they know different moves. But guess what? When they fought like the other spider people, right? Tanjiro's sword broke. Inosuke like almost got killed, right? But with Zenitsu, he literally like when they were showing the flashback of his master telling him, "You, it doesn't matter if you know different moves. All you have to do is like master one move, just one move to perfection, and that's what just makes it so badass. He knows one move, only one move. He's not, but he's practiced it so many times
And he's still
that it's just perfect. It's literally perfect.
only when
It's
he's
so
asleep.
yeah, but it's so fast and so clinical. You don't even see the blade come out of the sheath. That's how he perfected the move. Sure, he's not like fully conscious when like he's doing it, but that's just what makes him so special compared to like the other characters that may have, like, overpowered moves.
Okay.
They're all, like, just plain and, like, stoic. This guy is just a whiny bitch when he's awake, but when he gets so stressed out and passes out, he just turns into this god of a swordsman,
But like
and
I said, there might be a point in time where that one move might not be enough.
of
You know?
course, of
And
course.
it will force him to, like, that's what I was just saying, like, sure it's just season 1, but I hope in the future seasons, I won't say give him a completely new forms. Like I said, like, give him that one form, base everything off of that, like have him try out different forms. Of course he's not going to be perfect right off the bat, you know. He's still learning. Of course he will still go back to the main form. That's his ultimate goal, ultimate attack. Um what I guess what I'm saying is, like, have him develop uh the move in a way where he can somewhat control it wide awake, but not to a maximum like how badass he is when he's passed out or unconscious, but just enough where he can use it on a regular demon, I guess, or whatever. Just like tweak it a bit, just tweak it over the
Yeah,
course of
but
season, over add it to his development, like his character progression.
I'm very interested to see, like, what kind of situations they put him in to, like, put him in, like, fights, you know?
That's true. Yeah, the
And
the spider one, he was separated, so he had to force it
yeah,
on his own.
and I think he will learn different moves, but I really hope they take their time with it
Yeah,
because
yeah. I don't mean it to be like Next season he needs a new move. I just want
Yeah.
like, oh, over time, over the course of seasons, one move here. Oh, that doesn't work. He moves to a different move. That didn't work.
Because
Okay, he moves to another. Oh, that one worked. Perfect. Keep it on his arsenal, but don't keep it like like have him just use it every once in a while. Like keep the whiny bitch there,
yeah,
but
yeah.
whenever the time comes, he can use a different form.
Because whenever he goes into that, when he passes out and goes into that state and that into that mode, I forget all the times he was a whiny bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, this
That's true.
guy is a badass.
Yeah, Michael said the same thing. Like, I love. He was like, I love Zenitsu. I love the. He's such he's such a creep. But when he's passed out, he's like this godly of a character. And I was like, and when I watched it, I was like, I agree. I agree. He is awesome. It's just that I kind of like he did it at least 3 times in the first
Uh,
season. The
two
same move.
times,
Two
two
times?
times,
I could have sworn it was three.
two.
But like I said, it's just like give it a little bit more tweaks into his character. Give him that creativity, that or that motivation. Like how like in Tanjiro, like he forced himself to master all the moves. Yeah, just
Yeah.
give him a little bit of motivation where he wants to learn another move that he can add or make his own moves. But yeah,
I I like Tanjiro as a character.
I like him too. Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of it kind of reminds me of Naruto and Midoriya.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the
Shonen Jump.
cry. Yeah, the typical shonen, a typical shonen protagonist.
But it didn't feel cheesy.
Oh no no no! Oh no!
Yeah,
I've seen cheesier characters than that.
yeah.
Um,
And
like he knows when to be sad. He knows when to be silly. You
yeah.
know, I like that. I like those kinds of characters. That's why I love Naruto. I love Midoriya. That's why I'm not really a Goku fan because he like well in Dragon
Too
Ball
much
Z
action?
he knows when to be serious. In
Yeah.
Super he's just like overtly silly. So I'm just like like he's been here and there and he had a good run I guess.
They should just let Gohan be the main character. I swear to
Too bad
God.
Toriyama doesn't like Gohan because he doesn't like writing the same character twice, even though he's been doing that for Goku for eons. Yeah, that was his main
um,
complaint. He's like, I don't want to write Gohan like Goku. I was like,
then don't get creative. Take a walk. You have writer's block? Well, everybody else does.
you could write him. You had a lot of people will say that will say no to this, but I love the Great Saiyaman arc. It's so cheesy.
That
It's
was pretty funny.
It
Yeah.
was hilarious. It was a cheesy, funny little filler for Gohan to pretty much show what he became after Cell. Did he stay as serious as he was when he was fighting Cell? Was he the same Gohan from Trunks' future? It's just like it's pretty cool to see a very silly, outgoing, laid back Gohan, whose main priorities are literally schoolwork. Because of Chichi.
Speaking of like silly jokes, I love, I guess, the running joke of the blacksmiths.
Which one?
The blacksmiths, the people that make the swords.
Yeah.
And then like how they just get so frustrated when their swords are ruined.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
that's
hilarious.
right. What you broke
I,
my sword? I forgot the blacksmith from Demon Slayer. That's right. I forgot about that
dude,
guy.
when Inosuke
I
took the
love his.
rock.
I love his mask. It's so fucking silly.
Yeah.
It's like me eating something spicy. I need water. Minus uh that guy's mask is pale. I'm like more red and sweat dripping everywhere. So yeah, that's me. You know,
Dude, and when they get upset, it just matches like it
their
just
mask.
emphasizes the mask. Oh, I love that show, man. I love that show.
Where is Mugen Train gonna come out? That's what I'm asking.
I am searching.
Apparently, Florida gets it. Fuck Florida.
Why does everything good happen in Florida?
No, it doesn't. Florida man. Gators. Well, they do have Disney World and Universal Studios, so I'll give them that, and Miami. So pretty much
Um,
Orlando, Miami. Oh, and Destin Islands, I guess. Whatever. Sure, Florida.
I really love this anime, but I get when you say like it's only season one.
Yeah, it's
So
uh,
I'm kind of worried, like, oh, please just be good.
right. That was me with Agents of Shield. You know, everyone's shitting on it for a long time. I was just like, it's just season one. They're finding their footing. You know, like they're trying to see what works and what doesn't.
But
Same.
like
But then
with
again,
Demon,
Demon
yeah,
Slayer
go.
already has the manga as a backup and such.
But like with Demon Slayer, it already has like a very, I would say a very strong footing.
Yeah,
Like
that's true. That's true.
this is a solid base. Just build carefully and slowly so it just stays good. Like please.
If
'Cause-
anything, I just wish for another Avatar, like like no reference to go off of other than like symbolism and creativity. You know,
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that's why I love Avatar, dude. I hated myself for
They're
not watching
back.
it so soon. Um,
The studio's back.
I know. Before we go to
Okay.
Attack on Titan, let's talk
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Avatar. Yeah,
yeah.
let's talk about Avatar.
Okay,
So, I'm just excited. Wait, is it Nick or Netflix that picked it up? I thought it was
I think it
Netflix.
was, I think it was Netflix.
Hell yeah. That means we're gonna get good quality. Hopefully it's not as bad as Korra because only
That
like
was
one season, I guess. But it's not as good as any of this Avatar stories, you know. Avatar was 10 out of 10. But yeah.
okay. Wait, are we done? Are we done on Demon Slayer? Do you have any thoughts? I think it's a very solid anime, and
For me, it's just
it's
season
my
one.
favorite. It's my favorite.
I would say I liked it. But it's just season one. And unlike a lot of people, I don't read manga.
I
The
don't read
only
manga either.
book that I read that has pictures are comic books. And compared to manga, they don't make a TV show out of that. They should, like imagine that, like comic books, but comic book shows, but the story is based on the comics themselves. Like how Demon Slayer has a manga and then the anime is following along the manga.
I
Imagine
would
that.
like, I would like to see a TV series of
Imagine
like Darkest Night,
Darkest Night or Blackest Night.
Blackest Night. Yeah, and maybe like not Killing Joke. What was the multiverse Batman one?
Oh, Dark Knight's
Bad
Metal.
Metal. Yeah, Dark Knight's Metal.
There's
That
two.
would be.
There's Dark Knight Metal and
Uh-huh.
Death Metal, which is two completely different stories, by the way. One has multiple Batman. One has just fucking ridiculous amount of Batman. It's just stupid. There's a
Stupid
fucking
amount.
Batman dinosaur robot. Batman as a car.
Okay, that's stupid.
There was another one I just can't remember. It was dumber than that. I think it was like a shadow or something. I was just like, why? Why is this a thing? But it did give us a very cool Batman called Batman the Silenced. Look him up. His design is amazing. I thought, and his story in the Tales of the Dark Multiverse was one of the best ones I've read. But yes.
Oh, he does look badass.
Hmm.
I like that armor, bro.
Like Hush style, but
Yeah.
still looking like Batman. That's pretty cool. But anyway, let's finish up. Let's finish up Demon Slayer before we head over to the new topic. Like I said, I like season one, but it's just season one, so I'm hoping for the best because I really need more animes to watch. That's
Uh,
shonen. That's not.
so far, this is like my favorite anime.
That's a lot
Story
of people.
solid, characters solid, animation solid. Enjoy it, and just keep on the lookout for that movie because it's gonna be
One day,
amazing.
it's like the Gundam Hathaway's Flash. It was supposed to come out last year,
Mhm.
and then I think they finally released a date for this summer. So
Mm.
hopefully. But anyway, that's it for Demon Slayer. You want to talk briefly about Avatar? Or do you want to go straight to Attack on Titan?
You're the host, man. It's up to
All
you.
right, we're gonna talk briefly about Avatar. All I can say
Okay.
is I'm excited. I feel like Korra left abruptly and didn't really tie it up properly. Like it
Mm.
left a lot of stories out, and the fact that most of the stories are coming back as a comic book kind of, um, or as a book. I think it's a comic book now. Kind of takes away the magic of of the Avatar franchise as a whole. You know,
Mhm.
because now it's just like you don't get to see a consistent amount of art style. It could vary. Sure, they could use the same people, but like I said, comic book form will vary no matter what.
You
Um,
don't see like the animation that's what made
yes,
Avatar beautiful.
yes, precisely. You know, you don't. Everything is based on your imagination now, or connecting the dots at this point.
Mm.
Um, but I mean, I do that with comic books. A lot, but I feel like shows that started out as shows, you know, as a moving picture, I feel like they should stay moving pictures because once they transition to like um, comic book format, still pictures, they just lose that oomph. You know,
Mhm.
like that's why I don't really read Power Rangers. I don't read the Batman the animated series comic book that's now out. I don't read. So far, those are the two things that comes into my mind. But yeah, oh, Batman Beyond, they continued that one as well. I didn't read it. I didn't care for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I feel like it loses that animated effect that made us love the shows in the first place.
Yeah. Because like all the movement was based off real martial arts,
Yeah,
and that's what made it
yeah.
so unique and felt very real.
I agree with that. But like I said, hopefully Netflix doesn't continue with a live action of Avatar. I hope they continue it with
Animation.
animation because I feel
Yeah.
like with animation it's more limitless, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas whereas live actions, one might get hurt, one might get injured, or be
Or the
completely
graphics might just suck.
the CGI is not consistent, and we get the dragon all over again from The Witcher.
Oh god.
That was such a bad dragon. I've seen better dragons on BBC. But anyway, uh, final
What do you
thoughts. Oh, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
oh, what do you think the story is gonna be, and what would you like versus what would you like them to cover?
Hmm. I want them to cover Korra's return,
Okay.
and I want to say redeem Korra a little bit because season 4 they did, but
Mm.
at the same time, I miss the old Korra, like the cocky, uh, hot-headed Korra. But
Mm.
give me that, but with the wisdom of season 4 Korra.
Mhm.
Now she's more laid back, but she still wants to fight. You know, she's more laid back. She's not looking for a fight, but she's willing to fight.
Mm. I hope I hope they start something new.
That's true. And starting something new is never a bad thing. Gives them more freedom to explore new things.
And I like the idea that it took place in a more modern time.
I was about to say imagine the next Avatar's modern times where cars,
Yeah,
planes, phones, and then you have this Avatar, and no one gives a shit.
yeah, yeah, dude.
Because
No,
it's
that'll
old
be cool.
tradition, that's how we are now. We don't care about, not a whole lot of us care about old tradition. We just want the now. We don't care about the past. Or
Dude, that would be cool, man.
yeah, I
That would
know
be
that
a
would be
cool
cool.
story.
Everyone asked for it in Assassin's Creed, and we never got it. So hopefully, Avatar would listen to us fans.
And like, it's like the elemental benders are just underground societies or something
Yes,
like that. Or
and
like they're
now
going
it's just Assassin's Creed,
and
but with
like
elemental powers instead of orbs and golden apples and
wasn't
aliens.
there didn't they develop something where they can take away people's bending? Or was that just a
It's called yeah. It was in Avatar, the original Avatar. It's called
yeah,
energy bending,
yeah.
which
Imagine they
is makes no sense.
imagine like
They still never talked about the first bad guy, the season one bad guy of Korra. Like, how
yeah.
can he stop? It was like, ah,
Dude,
he just
I
stops the
think
flow of the blood. I was like, bullshit, dude.
I
That is such a terrible explanation. I don't get it. How is that? How would that stop a mystical uh, element in your soul when
honestly
like I like the bad guy, but I didn't like how they made him to be.
honestly, I think because the whole season was around messages and propaganda,
Yeah.
I think he just played that propaganda game thinking made people think that he can take people's bending away, and then when it happened, people lost the confidence of their bending, and they thought they were, like, brainwashed, thinking they can't bend anymore.
True. True. The
Like
philosophy, like they like psychologically
yeah,
scarred, them
yeah,
pretty much doubting themselves. I see that. I see that. Like I said, I like season one because of the propaganda stuff, the
yeah.
politics. I thought that was a great direction for Korra because that's where the modern times are at. You know, like everyone's all politics, but at the same time, there are people who don't care about politics. But who knows? Who knows what the Avatar team has in store for the franchise itself?
Just no live action, please.
Yeah, no live action. I feel like I said, like it's so limited.
Yeah.
CGI can be inconsistent. Some styles may not transition well. Look at Mandalorian. Look how many people complain about Ahsoka. Even though I thought she was fine, Rosario
People
Dawson did it
complain
fine.
about it? That looked badass.
But no, it's more like details wise. Like apparently, in the cartoon, Ahsoka has a higher tendrils, where in the show it's a lot shorter. But if you think about it in the perspective of realism and prosthetics, that's gonna be heavy because it's heavy. It's most likely heavy plastic. Either that, if it's not heavy plastic, it will droop down and it will be bad. So how do you solve it? You just make it shorter. Get a haircut. Do Ahsoka's people get a haircut as well? Anyway, I don't know.
And they casted the person that they thought would play Ahsoka the best in a live action.
That's true. That's true.
So, I don't know. People complain about shit.
That's true. That's true. Look at cancel culture right now.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Pepe Le Pew. But then again, he's a creepy
Oh,
bastard.
yeah.
Always trying to get down with a cat when he's a skunk. But anyway, um, done with Avatar. We're going to
Space Jam.
Come On and Slam. And welcome to the jam. Lola Bunny. But anyway, Attack on Titan, my current favorite show, anime at the moment, because I binge watched it from beginning to current, and oh my gosh, storytelling is so good.
Mhm.
characters are all great. R.I.P. Sasha. Um, the last episode. What did you think about that? Did you have you seen it? I'm pretty sure you've seen it.
Okay, so I seen it, but just let me run it back to you. So Aaron basically betrayed everybody and joined like a group.
Who? I won't jump right. I think I got spoiled by the way. I don't know what. I don't know yet. I'm not gonna say it, but I feel like it's a red herring in a way. I feel like he has a plan.
Hmm.
He hasn't said it to anyone, and I feel like it's his plan to betray Zeke.
Mm,
Whereas I feel like everyone thinks Zeke will betray Aaron, or the
mm,
military police will have someone to eat Aaron. You
mm,
know, I feel like it will come down to Zeke versus Aaron.
mm. Damn, I was hoping Zeke versus Levi again.
I I I want to do, but at the same time,
It doesn't feel right.
yeah, especially after the invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, that was the perfect time.
Hmm.
But they decided, hey, Zeke is on your side now. Okay, cool.
Supposedly.
Supposedly, exactly. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna get an Aaron versus Zeke fight towards the
Mm.
end, where Aaron will eat Zeke, and then Aaron dies. Bum, 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 bum.
So, so what's gonna happen? I mean,
Here's my question to you: who do you think
okay.
Historia's child is?
Oh, it's definitely Aaron's, bro. Hands down. Hands down.
Right, everyone, it's pointing that way, but I remember I saw this meme and it was like, if Historia's kid is black, we know who it is. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, I can't believe.
Yeah.
And I got banned from Facebook because, and that one's going around. Come on, man. But anyway,
Uh,
Attack on Titan. I like that Gabby finally knew what's going on. Like everyone's caught up. Uh,
yeah, reality check.
yeah, reality check for Gabby. Um, she sees that not everyone in the island are the devil. Like the people are not the devil. You know,
But
not
how,
what was it?
uh, no, how awkward is it to meet the girl that was saved by the lady that you killed?
Now I remember that episode. I was just like, "Oh my gosh! Don't tell me this is the chick from season 2
I think so.
with that Sasha episode."
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, this is the house where my mom was getting eaten by a Titan. I was just too scared to do anything." But they're just. I was like, "Oh
Oh,
no, is
no.
this chick? Of course, dude. Of course they're gonna give it to Gabby." Oh my god, the
I gotta say,
reality check, like, and when she found, oh man, I was not surprised she did that. Actually, I lied. I was surprised, but then I remembered who she was. I forgot the whole situation, and I was like, whoa, where's the blonde girl attacking Gabby? Then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Sasha saved her. Gabby killed her. Gotcha. That sucks.
I would say what I love about this anime series is that every character, no matter how big or small, is connected somehow.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Like at first Annie, we just thought it was just her.
Yeah.
Then season 2 and 3 we found out, you know, her, Bertold, Marcel, and Reiner are all part of one group. And then
Then
Ymir shows up, eats Marcel, becomes the Jaw Titan. Oh my gosh.
then like all those titans that were
And it's
like
just goes,
crazy
yeah.
were used like the one that ate Aaron's mom was Zeke's mom.
Yeah, his half mother too.
Yeah.
Like, and the fact that that was the biggest crazy shit I remember from season 3.
I was like, what the
When they yeah,
fuck?
exactly. I was like, holy shit! It's the mom that killed the mom. Then when I found out that Zeke, their kid, was the Beast Titan, I was like, holy shit, dude! I need a bigger brain to remember all this because I remember watching it the first time. I never made the connection. Then the second time I watched it, I was like, holy shit, that's a good storytelling right there.
Yeah.
It's really worth watching it from beginning to end. I
Yeah.
think that's one of the biggest factors for me that caused it to be my favorite anime. I won't say all
And
time yet, but it's up there.
oh
It's
yeah,
like
it's
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 really
definitely
close.
like I was
I love
when
the
it was
world building, the expositions, everything. So art style could have been a little bit better, but I don't really care about that one at this point. Storytelling is just godly.
I saw a comment. I was watching like one of the Levi fights.
Hmm.
I saw a bunch of comments saying the worst anime sphere is like drawing a Levi fight scene
Oh,
because it is so detailed. It is like detailed.
okay. Here's my
Like,
question to you: on a scale from 1 to 10, how awesome was the introduction of Kenny?
ooh, that
I
was
wanna
for
get
me.
for me. That's like high up there, like 9 or 10, because
Oh yeah,
especially like Levi's sudden realization who it was, and then all
yeah,
of a sudden he turns to his buddy. Pop goes the weasel, and then
yeah.
all of a sudden he's like, "Hey Levi, what's up? You're still as short as fuck." And then he's like, "Kenny." I was like, oh, I felt the anger in that one. I'm hyped for season 3. But yeah, season 3 is a gift to mankind. I think season 3 is one of the best seasons, even with the historical part.
Yeah,
I like the history built, like the past, them trying to build up the past. I thought that was a great idea.
and then Erwin is just like the hype machine.
Yes, we're gonna go out there, commit suicide, screaming our hearts out. We're gonna hype Levi to kill all the Titans.
Dude.
Oh, R.I.P. Irwin. You were
And
good to
then like when
mankind.
he was trying to save
Oh
Aaron,
yeah. Oh wait.
and when he got like his arm chopped off,
Oh
he
yeah.
was like,
Oh yeah. Season 2.
"Charge!"
That's right.
Yeah.
Season 2. When he was charging, then all of a sudden the Titan just grabbed him by his arm. I was just like, oh come on, man. I guess that's how you nerf a guy. Like in Naruto in Shippuden, Naruto lost Kurama, and I was like, damn, they nerfed him hard. What a patch note, dude. Naruto can no longer access Six Sage Path mode. On this one, on this one, Erwin can't use two hands anymore. So now he either is holding his horse or his sword. It's up to him to decide which one. But yeah, oh man, season
Yeah, how do you
4.
think it's gonna end?
Aaron's gonna kill all the Titans, eat all of the Titan, and then he's gonna kill himself because he's gonna die from the. His lifetime will expire because of the Titan serum. Boom. That's my theory.
I think he eats all the Titans. He's gonna go crazy
Because
with power.
because he said he has like he's like he has like less than a month a year left for his power. Uh-oh, I lost my camera. Ah, I'm back. Okay, cool. I'm doing it differently. I'm doing it through Discord, as you can see. You'll see. I'm talking to the audience, whoever's listening. Um, yeah, it's a completely different podcast now. It's just gonna be me and with my special guests for this episode. I'm super late introduction, by the way. Taylor's my special guest. Yeah. Going back to Attack on Titan. Thank you, camera, for distracting me. But yeah, I think Aaron will die because of his Titan serum will expire because he mentioned it like multiple times. Like, oh, my Titans, I'm about to die in less than a year. 3 years ago, I will die 4 more years. Yada yada yada.
Wait a minute. You know what I just realized?
That Aaron is a motherfucker and should die because he's a dick.
No. I think I missed one of the new episodes.
What? What do you mean you missed a new episode?
Wait,
We watched the one where. Did you watch the one where Nicola was like holding onto a bottle of wine?
wait.
I tried to be as like no context, like out of context as possible.
Yeah, because
You watched that one because that's how you know. Oh, did I spoil the episode for you?
no, 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 no.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah, I think I missed. Let's see.
Dude, you cannot
Okay, what?
say you missed episode 4 or was it episode 5, whichever one.
No, 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 no,
We
no.
watched
Like
the invasion together.
episode, like episode 12 was when they blew up the building, right?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yes.
didn't watch episode 13.
What was episode 13? I should have that.
Children of the Forest.
Oh, the only there's like one memorable scene for me in that episode. That one for
Um,
me. Otherwise, for me that episode was a filler. And the
mhm.
only thing that's super memorable from that episode is Gabby.
Okay,
Uh,
don't say it. Don't say it. Don't
no,
say
no,
it.
no. It's a. Do you wanna? It's. You're like you already know where they're at if you've seen
Yeah,
the recent episode.
they're at the farm.
Yeah. So of course in the farm you will have farm animals like a horse.
Mm.
And this is not even a serious part of the story. It's just like I just find this super memorable because it's hilarious as fuck. You know? Like it's Gabby tending the horse and then all of a sudden she slipped, the bucket went up and over to her head. Oh no. Yeah. The Oh no 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 no.
That happened before.
No, that was the same episode.
That was not episode 13.
Yes it is.
That was not. She got bit on the head by the horse, right?
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
episode
that's not. That happened before.
What's episode 13 then? I don't remember.
I forgot today's Wednesday and Sunday passed.
Oh my god, I know which one. How the fuck the episode 13 was the Niccolo episode.
Was the what?
Was the Niccolo holding the wine episode.
Okay, I didn't watch it yet.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, you need to watch it. I'm not gonna.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. Thank God. I thought I spoiled it, but thank God I was trying. You know. Whew. Watch it
Because
now
that's
while we're doing.
because that's the last thing I remember from Attack on Titan is when Eren escaped prison and he joined the other scouts.
Oh yeah, where he there was a scene where him putting a a shirt on in a sunset, showing off his chiseled abs.
How do you get chiseled abs like that? Tell me your secret.
You just need those
Titan serum.
ODMs, dude. Just ride around town, be like
Gee,
Spider Man, dude. Swing
Jesus.
from building to building. That's how you
I
get
miss
it,
the old ODMs, to be honest. I
huh?
miss when they just had to fight with swords and cannons.
Now you got
Uh,
guns. Pew pew
yeah,
pew 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 pew. I blame Kenny.
yeah, I blame Kenny.
Yeah, we
I
all
blame
we,
Kenny.
we
I
all blame
blame.
Kenny. Um,
Yeah, I might watch it after this.
yeah, you should. But yeah, going back to that horse thing, I love that episode because Falco's just like Gabi, but he's looking. He's not even looking at Gabi. He's just looking straight to the I guess the camera or whatever, and it's just
Mhm.
like, why are you looking at us? Your friend is on the floor, with a bucket on her head, and now her head is full of water because water fell on her, and it's just I don't know why, but I found that hilarious to look at.
I find that that's very interesting that they're using comedy to maybe redeem Gabby to make her more likable.
I wouldn't say to Gabby, but I feel like it's just more like this is
Karma.
what Gabby deserves for
Yeah.
because a lot of people hated Gabby for killing Sasha, but
Hell yeah.
for a good reason. We all love Sasha. Sasha has been a well-developed character since season 1, and to be off by a, a little girl like that is just like this bitch needs to go. But if you think about it, and I was about to say this earlier, but we ran on a tangent. Um, Gabby kind of reminds me of Eren. Season 1 Eren, anyway.
Hmm.
You know how in season 1 Eren's like, I'm gonna kill all the Titans!
Very bloodthirsty. Yeah.
Yeah, then for Gabby, she's like, I'm gonna destroy those filthy Eldian devils! That's my best impression. Um, yeah, did you hear the similarities? Just right there. Also, both brown hair, brown eyes. Hey, wait a minute. Are they related? Just kidding. She's
But
related
like,
to Reiner, I think.
what's weird is like when Aaron was like that. I guess we as the audience kind of had
Because
a
we
more
never knew. We
yeah,
never knew what's outside the walls other than Titans.
yeah.
With Gabby, we know who's inside the walls. We know the people inside the walls. You know, she never knew that. Same as Aaron never knew about the outside of the wall, other than Titans, of course. So that was a pretty cool comparison. Falco acting like Mikasa and Armin combined. Always protecting her. Um, always putting themselves in harm, or Mikasa putting herself in harm's way for Eren, the same way as Falco putting himself in order to protect Gabby. Oh, excusez-moi.
Damn, this is some good writing.
Right? Okay, maybe it is my favorite anime of all time. Yes, I say that with Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans in mind, and Double O and Unicorn. Trying to remember another Gundam series that I love. No, those other than those three. Those are my top three, four. But anyway, but yeah, Attack on Titans, Shingeki no Kyojin, so good. I love it. I didn't like the first half of season 3 art style, but you know, I kind of grew into it.
Hmm.
Man, I really do hope that this has audio.
Yeah, because we've been going for like what, 2
Oh,
hours?
oh, an hour and 45 minutes. If this didn't work, we'll move on to the next idea that in mind. We'll scrap this idea. I'll probably recycle this idea in the near future.
Uh,
Where you'll be like, hey, didn't we talk about this before? It's like, yeah, remember how I didn't record any of my audio? Recorded yours, but not mine. uh, that happens way too many times,
yeah.
unfortunately. But anyway, any more statements or comments about Attack on Titan? I feel like we pretty much express our love for the show enough times. Like I said, it's one of the best, one of the best well written shows. Kind of awkward that they have their own theme park.
Mm, I might go.
In Japan. Oh, let's go.
Go.
I need money. I need to save up first.
Let's
Thank you.
pretend we're getting eaten by titans.
No, I mean it's pretty cool because there are like some titans where you can put yourself in their hand
Mm-hmm.
and you can act like you're about to get eaten. Then there's like the tinier titans walking around, so that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. Um, yeah, it's Attack on Titans. What else do we want? ODMs in the theme park.
ODM. Yeah, real
Dude!
ODM.
Imagine if we can actually use ODMs in the theme park. Or
Oh,
there's a ride for it.
I can just imagine the lawsuits piled up.
Yep, I agree. Either that or I feel like the closest thing we'll ever get is the in season one. Remember the balancing thing? I feel like
Hmm.
that will be the closest thing we'll get for an ODM in the theme park. We're just like, hey, line up here to see if you can do this little balance thing.
I could do it. I
I
could do
could
it. Just slam your head on the floor.
exactly like Aaron's, It's like head first, hardcore slammed it. But yeah, one day we'll go to the theme park. That's a journey. Don't stop believing. And now we got copyrighted. So any final comments? I don't have anything else to add, to be honest. I feel like I've spoken enough about it in this 1 2 hour podcast.
I can't believe it's ending.
I know, right? Season 4 usually animes will last forever. We have
Yeah.
One
This one is just
Piece, we have Naruto, we have Dragon Ball. But this one's just like, hey, we're ending. I'm like,
say
excuse
you.
me? I was like, excuse me? Ex-
What do you mean ending?
what do you mean ending?
Like this is the final season.
Fuck you. No, it's not. But
I'll
yeah,
read.
yeah. So here's my question.
What's up?
This is completely unrelated to what we just discussed. This is now uh, going to be how I set up the podcast now.
Mhm.
So my idea is like this. Like I use a webcam, and I'll have my special guests on the other side. They can use webcams if they want. They don't have to use the webcam. It's not mandatory. It's up to you. If you like your privacy, that's cool. If you just want people to hear your name once, or you know, not only about your name and your voice, that's fine. You don't need to give it a face. That's fine with me. If you want to, up to you. And then it'll be, and my ideas for topics are various topics. Like this episode was about anime. The next episode, I could have my buddy Max talk about football or fishing or outdoor stuff, or I can have someone talk about wrestling or Star Wars or Marvel. What do you think of this idea? Do you think compared to the last time we did this, do you think it's a drawback or somewhat of a better idea than throwing the dart on the dartboard and see where it lands?
It's I would say it's a very better, not very better. It's a better idea
Mm-hmm.
than what you and I previously did.
Yeah, experiment. I was an
Uh,
experiment, but we actually went like double digits in terms of episode count. But yeah.
maybe the one concern I have
Mm-hmm.
is since you're dealing with various topics, you're going to run into topics that you might not know a lot about. Like I know you don't know a lot about maybe football
Mm-hmm.
or like
Well, American football wise, I
yeah.
know enough where I can probably keep up.
Okay. Yeah.
Football in general, outside of America, that might be something I'm not familiar with.
Yeah. So
So
maybe before like
my
it,
my idea for this actually came from Joe Rogan.
mhm.
Like I've been listening to a lot of his shit. So, and he does variation. He has martial arts. He has athletes. He has wrestlers. He has mathematicians, politicians, comics. Like those variations. I want to see if I can apply that idea to to this format. So
Yeah.
the geek part is now broader, I guess, or is it general? Yeah, more broader than what we had in mind originally.
Yeah.
So it's instead of like geek in terms of like comic books and stuff, it could be because like I've told this to everyone. I think I've told you this over a text or one time. I'm pretty sure I have. Over the course of history, the word geek is now a different term, I guess.
It's
You
a
know,
passion now.
yeah,
It's a term of
it's
passion
like a
and
geek is
interest.
now a very passionate guy, uh, a guy who's a person who has a very passionate hobby, who's passionate about his hobby. You know,
Hmm.
so it could be fishing, could be football, could be wrestling, could be basketball, could be comic books, Star Wars, all the nerdy shit, all the uh, Hollywood stuff. It could be, God forbid, maybe I will never come to this. Could also be politics. You know,
Oh, I'll watch that one.
it, I'm not very
I
political,
want to see
but
Radier's political views.
you know my political views. I got banned on Facebook.
I want to see why.
I'm a mix of both liberal and conservatism. But
uh,
yeah, you know, politics. There's the uh, actual, you know, people who likes to do math. I'm pretty sure that people who loves to do math, mathematicians, physicists. Hopefully one day. But
I'll say the only one suggestion I can think about right
yeah,
now is
I need critics though. Yeah,
when it comes to the topics that you really don't know about, just do a little
research
research
prior.
so you can keep
Yeah,
up a conversation.
mostly it's just me going to be asking questions to to those people. Like, let's say to you, you know, who is the, you know, who would you say is the top rated like football player, as well as and how like what's his history, yada yada, something, you know, a brief
Mhm.
history lesson, and then it's like why him, like, you know, pretty much why is this your favorite player, why do you think he's like top rated, why do you think he's overrated, underrated, you know, all sorts of rated, X rated,
Oh,
PG
jeez.
rated, R rated, you know,
Are we going to
also
talk about porn now?
if
Favorite porn?
if I have the right, you know, guess, you know, if I get a porn star, I'll be like,
Uh,
sure, I'll ask you about porn if you're passionate about you know, about what you do. You know, you're, like I said, geek is now a more broader term. It's not the same concept as it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. You know, this past 5 years, you know, like people you would never think would be into nerdy shit will be into nerdy shit. Like,
oh, yeah.
like I every time someone come up, like at work, I have like two coworkers. I would never thought that they would watch anime, and every time I'm over at their side of the building, they were like, "Hey, Rainier, have you seen One Piece or Berserk or what? Who do you think is the best Naruto character?" I'm like, "Damn, dude." Then later on, I found out one of them also builds Gundams. So I was just like, "Damn, dude." I never, you know, expected uh
Y'all cool as fuck.
yeah, exactly. You're like, okay, I can converse with you guys. You know, that's what I want to do with people with unusual, or not so much of a conversationalist of a hobby. You know, like fishing. Who talks about fishing, other than what you catch that day? You know, it's really hard to
My dad can tell you about fishing.
exactly. Maybe I'll have your dad show up one day and talk about saltwater fishing, because I have never done that. Thank you, Taylor, for inviting me. Imagine.
Hey.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
Dude, you wouldn't even
There
want
was.
to go
I was
because,
about to say you go. You guys go at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like,
yeah.
fuck that. No way. My boss goes out, and she was. I'll be asking her, "What time do you guys go out?" Yeah, we were out there by 6:30 in the morning. I was
Yeah.
You'll never find me. You'll never see me awake at 6:30 in the morning over a week during a weekend. It will be
Dude,
super rare.
we get there by 6. We stay there for like at least a good 5.
Yeah,
depending on a good
they
day.
stayed there till like noon. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you guys are crazy. The most I can do is probably like 2 hours, dude.
It
Like, but not gonna lie, fishing does take like will
takes
eat
time.
time. It will
Yeah,
eat time.
because you're just
I
sitting there and waiting.
Yeah, or conversing. It's, like I
Yeah.
said, it's a pretty cool. I think this idea is cool. Like you said, I before I talk about certain topics, I should like do some research, get myself familiar enough where I can keep up with the
Yeah.
conversation. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty good idea. Hopefully, this idea works out. I have like a couple of guests in mind already. I might have you come back to talk about director, since out of almost everyone, you're more like the cinematic kind of person. Whereas for me, it's like I'm here to have fun in the movies or watching movie or TV shows, yada yada yada. Like I haven't even seen any of Scorsese films, where you have probably seen all of them 5,000 times already. Who knows?
Damn. Damn, I failed
Or
you as a friend.
one day you'll convince me, right? I mean, I have
What
Wes
what will
Anderson.
it take? What will it take?
Uh, Admit that Joker was a bad movie.
That's too far. It was a solid movie.
It was garbage.
It was a solid
It
movie.
was boring.
It was a solid movie.
Joaquin Phoenix did a great job. In my opinion, he did a great job. I just find I fell asleep the
I
entire
wouldn't
time.
say it's garbage.
Yeah, I wouldn't say garbage, but I would say boring. It's a lot of exposition, a lot of talking. Not for a Joker movie. It's expected, yet at the same time, I kind of wanted more. More interactive action. But anyway, thank you for your 2 cents, 2 comments. Um, I'll definitely keep that in mind. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully this idea goes off. I might take it slow this time. No Patreon, because I think I kind of jumped the shark there. Hopefully, you know, the Patreon's still up, but you know, no one's jumping on it because they'll be disappointed heavily. Our our Patreon is literally just a blank page.
Did I hear blank page or blank check?
Yes, it's just like yeah, it is.
Yeah, just blank.
Yeah. It's like, oh, are you? Did you get? How are you doing without? Yes. How's Geeks Reviews? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Like an elderly Asian man in a store. Like, hey sir, can I help you? And he just says no.
No.
Then are you sure? No. Then walks away. Just like that. Can I? How can I help you, sir? No.
No.
Like, how did you like that? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, dude. Like compared last time, it wasn't much of a boiled up argument. Since you said that it wasn't much of a heated discussion, it was more like just
It
talking about it.
wasn't a heated
It was
discussion.
close.
It was not. I would say our argument about the Snyder Cut was more heated
That
than
was more
this
heated.
about season 4.
Speaking of which,
Jesus.
I might have a watch party at my place on the 18th next week.
Okay.
If you want to come over.
I'll bring the beer.
Hey, there we go. You can
Or do
stay.
you want something stronger?
I mean, I will have like some sort of liquor prior to it.
So I'll bring a bottle of Knob Creek.
I was not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna end this real quick, then we can converse about drinks. All right. So anyway, thank you, Taylor, for being my wonderful guest for tonight's. It's 11 a. It's 11 p.m. I
Yeah.
have work in the morning. We have work in the morning.
Me too.
Do you still work from home? Because I don't.
No.
Oh, you go to
I've been
office.
back in the
Damn.
office for the
Rip.
past few months.
Well, anyway, Taylor, thank you for being my special guest. Eh, this could have happened last week, but or over the weekend, but I kept forgetting that, you know, you already seen the ending of my season 4. I was just like, yeah, I'll wait for him. I'll wait for him. Then you texted me, yeah, can I just skip through? I was like, yeah, go for it, dude. The next days, I was just like, oh yeah, I should text Taylor about that. Monday went by. Tuesday, oh yeah, yeah, that's right. I should, if I get bored tonight, I'll do that. Later that night, yeah, I'll probably just text him tomorrow, which is today, Wednesday night. But anyway, it's 11 p.m. I'm gonna have to end this up real quick. We are at 2 hours, you know, 2 hours and a minute over, a minute and a half. So yeah, thank you, Taylor, for joining me today. Um, we had. I hope this idea of mine come to fruition. At least keeps up with itself and a little bit more consistent than beforehand. And yeah, any final thoughts or comments before we log off? Or
I
by log
wish
off is like stop recording.
I wish you the best, Trainee.
Thank
I
you,
hope
thank you.
this all turns out very well for you.
How about you? How's your Warzone thing?
Eh, trying to think of new ideas of what to do.
There
Maybe
we
switch
go.
up.
Ideas, creativity. We got this. We got this. Alrighty, everyone. Thank you for listening to us ramble about anime. Um, I guess give us a chance. You know, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, which is pretty much non-existent, but it's existent at this point. It says Schrodinger's Twitter.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there, but at the same time, it doesn't have anything. You can follow us on Instagram. That's still kicking somewhat, trudging along. I've watched a couple of series where I decided not to do a review because I'm too lazy to do anything. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.